We're looking at the NQs this morning before the market opens. It is 6:44 in the morning. We had overnight activity. We pulled back. I wanted to pull up the fibs today so I can show you guys exactly what's going on with the fibs. Pull it from the up here, this top, to pivot from the bottom. And look what happened here. We hit the 0.5 yesterday. Most people didn't see on this big green candle right here. On this big green candle right here, we hit the 0.5s perfectly on the fib. Retracement. This morning, or overnight activity, we pulled back all the way down, spot on to the 0.382 on the fibs. And we're just bouncing in between these two. So there's going to be a decision made, I think, today. Either this is going to move up and try to break above the 0.5. So based on the sell-off, if you don't understand a short order, and I don't get to everything about the fibs, but if based on the sell-off, you got a pivot point where it came down here all the way down, and you got another pivot point where it bounced back up. So you draw your fib retracements to that level. And inside the fib retracement, typically the 0.5 or the 618 would be where it retraced back to before it makes a decision to go higher or go back lower. So you got a retracement from all this energy, if I put it that way, up to a relief point, which in this case is this golden level here, 0.5. And that's where it's rejecting. So it's actually pulled down to 0.382 as a support, but we need to watch to see if it's going to break below here or break up. Now, there is a gap. If this is the NQs, we'll show you that on the SPY, but this is what I'm going over this morning. I want to show you guys real quick to get you guys up to speed on what I'm looking at this morning. There's still tariffs out there. There's still conversations. There's still the China situation, Canada, and a couple other countries, I think small subset, that are still fully maxed out on tariffs, and there's a tariff war between. Now, if I switch to the SPY this morning, it's NQs, there's a gap area here that I was talking about yesterday's print that thought might get filled. Doesn't have to get filled. It might get filled, but right now we're not looking good. So right here, we're trading 535, trading down. And I was saying yesterday, don't get trapped, if this might just be short covering from all of this selling going on. They had an opportunity to short cover, and this is a lot of energy in that one day. And typically in downtrends, especially crashes, you'll get days where it just rallies big and then it just starts continuing to sell off. And I was talking about that yesterday's print. You guys watched it. So there's still a gap up here. Doesn't mean this gap, all gaps do have to get filled. Doesn't mean they have to get filled anytime soon or this year. So based on what this is looking like this morning, I mean, it could go back up here, but I expected some profit taking because this is a lot of money on the table that people made yesterday. So I expect some profit taking. This could be what this is, but it looks a little bit more. So we're looking at this level here for, if it does come down to 526s, it could bounce off of this, because we did fill this gap yesterday here, right? We filled it, moved up, did what we had to do, and now that's done. It doesn't mean we got to fill this gap, okay? So if we do come down here, now we're in this gap that was filled. Do we come back to this level, 526s? This is a key level that you need to hold on the S&P 500 in order to consider for the market to go higher. If you break below here, you start getting into really just backfilling this gap that you had, back down, maybe back down to any one of these levels, probably down to 481. So just be careful with that this morning. But that's it, right? Just your overall market direction. Just want to give you guys a market analysis update really quickly before the market open. This is how we're trading. We're getting into these gaps. We're pulling back a lot here. The NQs, the futures. I wanted to show you the fib retracement levels. It's just dead spot on. There's no decision. There's no play for me up in here. I will be looking to see if it breaks out of one of those or above this trend line. You know, right now we're just in the middle, dead smack in the middle between the 0.382 and the 0.5s on the fibs. Hey, SixFourTrading. Hope you guys trade. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.